Hi, boys and girls. Now we're in Mrs. Becker's kitchen to do a little science. And do you remember what scientists do? They ask questions because they want to try to figure out why things are the way they are or why things work the way they do. And they ask questions and then they try to answer the question right away. And they do that by making a prediction. That's a guess as to what the answer might be to their question. And then scientists do experiments. And we're set up for an experiment here today. They do the experiments to see what will happen, and they watch or observe while they're doing the experiments. And then finally, scientists draw conclusions. That is, they try to answer their question after they've done the experiment. Okay, so we're going to try to do those things today too. Now, for this experiment, we need whole milk. We need some vinegar. We need some Dawn dish soap, and we need some food coloring. And since we're talking about Christmas, I thought I'd use green and I thought I'd use red for our experiment today. And today we are trying to make Santa's magic milk. So I put some milk in this bowl, and in this dish, okay? And we're going to see if we can make the milk move, swirl around, and what it takes to do that, okay? So in this first bowl, I am going to put a drop of green food color. Watch me do it. It didn't want to come out. All right, now I'm just going to take this Q-tip and dip it right in the food coloring without anything on the Q-tip. And I want to see if that makes the milk move around. So how many of you think that if I just quickly dip the Q-tip in the food coloring, that will make it swirl around? Okay, anybody think it won't happen that way? All right, so we made a prediction. Now we have to do the experiment and see what happens. In just a second, I always get this all mixed up and I'm not getting any better, am I? Okay, here I go. Q-tip in, out. Did it swirl around at all? So that's not going to make Santa's magic milk. All right, so now in this bowl, let's move this one out of the way. In this bowl, I am going to put a drop of red food coloring, just to make it a little different. Okay, drop of red. All right, and I am going to take my Q-tip and put it in the vinegar. Now I already put some vinegar in here. Okay, it's a clear thing. You can't see it very well, can you? And I'm going to see if the vinegar makes the red food coloring move around. So how many of you think the vinegar is going to make the red food coloring swirl around? Is there anybody that doesn't think that's going to work? Okay, I'm dipping it in. Watch me dip it in. I'm going to put it in here. Did it swirl around? Oh, well, that didn't work either. All right. Boy, it could be. Could be none of these will work. We'll find out. All right. Next, move these out of the way. All right. Do you see what shape I put in the middle of this dish just for fun? I know it's a star, and it reminds me of the special star that God put in the sky the night that baby Jesus was born. I think inside my star, I'm going to put one drop of green. Okay. All right. Now, I already put some of the Dawn dish soap in here, but I'm going to put some more. And now I'm going to take this Q-tip and put it in the Dawn. And then I'm going to dip this in the green. And I will move the camera so you can see this. But how many of you think that the Dawn will make the magic milk move and swirl? Okay, is there anybody thinks that that's not going to work either? We might have to try something else. All right, so I'm putting it in. Let me move this over so you can see it better. See, I'm getting a lot of Dawn there. Okay, let's get this ready. Watch. Oh my goodness. Ah, is it swirling and moving? Let's see what happens if I put it in again. Tipping it around. See if it'll move anymore. You see it moving around a little bit? Goodness. All right, well, that was kind of fun. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some red food coloring on the outside just to make sure we saw this the way we were supposed to, okay? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ready? Dip this in the Dawn. See what happens. And go here. What happened? And I'll go here. Oh my goodness. What about over here? What happens if I do this one? Oh, do you see everything that's happening? What about over here? Oh no! Everything's moving, moving, moving. I think I just made Santa's magic milk. I'm going to keep putting more dishwashing liquid in there. And I'm just dipping it. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just dipping it in. It's swirling and swirling and swirling. Do you see that? Let me go this way. Do you see it swirling around? Let me get some more. A little bit more. I am just dipping and it's swirling around. Ooh, look at that swirl. Cool. I just made Santa's magic milk. Oh no. Go this way again. All right. So when we tried to make Santa's magic milk with just a Q-tip with nothing on it, that didn't work. When we used vinegar, that didn't work. And now we use the dishwashing soap. Oh my goodness, and that worked. And now we have to ask ourselves, how did that work? And remember, we're just making some guesses here. Right, Mrs. Becker kind of knows the secret about this. All right. This is a little bit of what we call chemistry. Ooh. And that's part of science. And what happens is there's stuff, there are things in the dishwashing soap, and there are things in the milk, right? And some of the things in the dishwashing soap, when you put the dishwashing soap in the milk, they just, what we say, dissolve. They go away. But there are some things that like something in the milk. And one of the things in the milk is fat. And some of the molecules, that's what we call them, from the dishwashing soap like fat. And so when we dip the dishwashing soap in the milk, the dishwashing soap molecules, they swirl and swirly all around, trying to find the fat molecules. And they kind of grasp onto the fat molecules, and that causes everything to move. That's chemistry. Don't worry if you don't completely understand it. It's okay. But what happens is, because of what's in the dishwashing soap and what's in the milk. All right, since we have these other two bowls, do you think we should try to make them move around too by putting things in the dishwashing liquid? Let me go ahead and get another Q-tip. And I will put some more dishwashing soap in here, and we'll see if we can get this to swirl around too, okay? Because it's kind of fun to see. Now this is kind of moved around a little bit anyway because Mrs. Becker moved. Let's see if we can get it to swirl around. Look at that! Look at that go! The molecules in the dishwashing soap are searching for the fat in the milk. Ah! Look at that. Keeps going and going and going. Are you watching all of that? Isn't that neat? Oh, I think this could go on and on and on and on. Oh my goodness. Do you think the same thing will happen in the green? Let's see. Let's see if we can watch the green, just like we got to watch that one. All right, I'm dipping it in. Ah! Look at that. Look at it. Swirling and swirling and swirling. And again, the dishwashing liquid molecules are finding the fat globs, as we could call them, in the milk, and they're swirling and swirling and swirling, chasing after all those fat globs. There, we get a little bit more swirling going around. Wow, we could do this. This is still going. We could do this all day long, couldn't we? Huh. Well, boys and girls, oh, look at that. Look at that. Thank you for helping me do the experiment about Santa's magic milk. And I should tell you this, it might be fun to sit down now and have some milk and some cookies just to celebrate making magic milk. But do not drink this milk. Okay, don't drink this milk. We're going to throw that away. All right, boys and girls, have fun with Christmas science. Bye-bye.